Hello, Sturk.
Hmm. Oh, you snuck up on me.
I thought you were supposed to have good hearing.
I just distracted. That's all.
How have you been? Been a while, hasn't it?
Um, yeah. What brings you here?
Oh, I just wanted to tell you that I got the invite.
Oh, me, like, yeah. I haven't sent them all out yet. I've only sent out two, I think, but the rest should be going out later today.
hmm Well, I'm just letting you know that I got it. And the castle
Mm-hmm.
looks nice. It's actually looking finished.
Thank you.
hmm
It took a while.
Yeah, I can tell. I mean, it's such a big build.
A lot of effort went into it. It's where I've been most of the time. You know how it is.
hmm And also, I wanted to ask you just about a few things.
Like,
Mostly about, the little party I guess you're hosting. If you even
what
call
about
it a
it?
party. I just want to know who's gonna be invited there.
Just like the letter said, a few familiar people like Kay. He's gonna be there. And then
Oh,
Alice insisted on having squeaks, so she wrote a letter to her, and there's also going to be a few new people that you haven't met, or at least I believe you haven't met them yet.
that'll be interesting. Since new people in that case gonna be there, which that's gonna be a little bit of an awkward conversation if we are gonna talk.
It brings new opportunities at least.
I guess. I just don't know how he's gonna react.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like I said, the castle does look really nice.
It does. Why do you care so much about the people who are invited?
I was just wondering because I didn't hear about anybody else getting invited or hearing about this little party that you're hosting.
There's only a few people coming. Not a lot.
So might as well ask.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Yes.
why why do you pursue your whole royalty thing? I never really understood why. Because you never thought on being anything else?
Why would I?
I mean,
I
you
mean,
could
I
be so
had
many things.
everything. And there's no need to want anything else. It's all already here. It's what I was born to do, I guess. You get born into it, there's no backing out.
But like I said, you don't have you. This is what you want to do. Nothing else.
Yeah.
Nothing that you want. This is it.
Why do you care?
You
I
know
never
how I
really
feel
saw
about.
you to care so much about royalty.
You know how I feel about all that. I'm not a big fan of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just wondering that why do you just are so persistent on that?
Persistent?
Mm-hmm.
What makes you say I'm persistent?
I mean, half the time that we talk, it's mostly about, oh, you keeping your throne, what your parents think.
Because I have to worry about those things.
Why?
It's not like I just get to sit around all day. Your responsibilities.
Yeah, responsibilities, but of what responsibilities? Keeping the throne?
It's
Because what
I don't
I think
think
is
you
that
get
you're.
it.
No, I don't get it. And I don't want to. But what
Then why
I
are you
think.
asking?
Because I think you're just trapped in this cage, right? In this cage.
Excuse you?
That's just what I think. A cage that your parents made.
You don't know anything about my parents. And what
Well,
makes you
you
think I'm
told
just
me a
some
lot.
bird in a cage?
I mean, you're kind of trapped with all these quote unquote responsibilities that I think your parents passed on to you.
Of
Like I said,
course they
that's what I
did.
think. That's why I'm saying that I think you're stuck. That you're in this
I'm not
cage
stuck here.
and you
I
can't
choose to
break
be
out.
here.
And your parents still have control over you because you're still in that
So do
cage.
yours. I don't think you want to talk.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
Your father.
My father is long gone, and he has been.
You still care about him. You still think about him.
I don't care for that scumbag.
I don't believe you.
You never believe
You
me.
don't just forget stuff like that.
Don't bring him up.
No, but you get to bring up mine.
I say what I think,
And I'm saying what I think.
and what makes you think that I still care about him?
Quite a lot. By the way you act. What you say. I
What did I say? Hmm?
don't know. It's just some of the things you say, they just feel something like something's keeping you down.
Nothing's keeping me down.
Right.
Unlike you, like I said, you always worry about what your parents are gonna think of you, even though that they're gone.
That's none of your concern.
And you say that I care.
I don't see why you care so much about me.
Well, I'm just saying that, your parents weren't really great leaders, but here we are. Now, you're here.
I think they had a plan.
Hmm?
And I think that they had great intentions.
I don't think so. Just
And what makes you say that?
judging by the way that you explain them, well, about them.
And you don't know much about them.
Well, you told me a lot about them.
Not everything. Because remember, you don't
Mm-hmm.
care. You don't care about royalty, so why would I really go real into depth?
as I was saying, I don't think that they were great, even though that you, and you think that they're great, even though that you told me that they basically raised you as a weapon and nothing more.
It's not like you're the one to talk on parents.
I'm not saying that my parents are great. They weren't. My parents weren't as bad as yours, though.
You know, well, at least you had someone. At least your mother actually listened.
She sat there and watched. She didn't
But
step in or
she
anything.
still
She just
did
sat there.
something. She still talked to you. But mine, she didn't do anything. She was just there to teach me etiquette.
If my mom were to actually care about me, she would have left him. But she didn't.
It's not always that easy. 300 years ago was different.
I
Right.
think it was.
You think? Look around you. Look at everything we have here. This world doesn't stay the same. It changes. Especially from whenever we were young. Before you know.
Before I what?
God, I don't know, maybe went crazy?
I did not go crazy. If I went crazy, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you right now.
I think
I
you
wouldn't
would
be
be.
forming sentences.
Not all crazy people are the same. Some of them are different. Some of them have different illnesses.
It takes one crazy person to know one.
Well, if you weren't crazy, then how did I manage to hear about you so long ago? All those interviews. They were entertaining.
Mm-hmm. Most crazy people were the same back then. I don't think that's what you realize. But whatever, right? Everything that you say is right. Hmm?
That's not what I said.
Your tone is making it sound like.
It's not like you're great with tone. Have you ever listened to yourself?
I
Not the
don't want
best.
to.
Why not? What's stopping you?
Half the time I can't even hear my own voice, but here we are.
Hmm. Now, what else do you want from me? Or are you just here to talk about something that you're not even educated about?
Educated.
Yeah.
I know a lot about the whole royalty thing, but I don't really look into it as much. Because I'm not an old prince like you are, but.
So now we're just gonna start saying stuff like that. What makes me so uptight? I'm sorry that maybe we grew up different. Sorry that maybe I had everything handed to me while you had nothing.
I had a few things, actually.
What'd you have? Come on,
I had
share.
myself.
That doesn't mean anything.
It does.
Even the most sane person can be out of touch with their own body. And you know that.
I didn't have nothing.
Yeah, sure. You can say what you want.
What makes you think that I had nothing?
Things you've told me.
Like? Please elaborate.
How you grew up. Not that fun of a place to sleep, huh? Not a good environment either.
You're making it sound like that your environment was better.
I never said it was.
Well, your tone, yet again, seems like it.
But I don't understand how you're able to sit here and call me uptight whenever we're not comparable.
Whatever. You know, you. It seems like that you're trying to make your own family, considering that, you got Alice, then Skulky, and then Edith.
Edith.
Yeah.
How'd you manage to find her?
In the castle. I kind of went in there.
Why were you in there? No business being
Trying to
in there.
find you for something.
Let alone down where she probably would have been.
I was trying to find you to talk to you about something, but found her. When were you going to tell me about her?
I wasn't gonna.
Mm. Do you think you're better than me? Do you think that you just can go around and then not say anything? You can just hide
I
things?
never said I was better than you.
Well, you continuously hide things from me that, quite frankly, I should know about.
I don't think Edith concerns you.
And then Alice didn't either, then?
No.
Mm.
Why do you need to know about them?
What do you mean, what do I need to know about them?
I mean, why are they so important to you?
Well, first of all, Alice is kind of a big portion of what I'm working on now. So I kind of do need to know about her. And then Edith, I don't like Edith. I don't like
And
her
what
at
makes
all.
you not like her?
Snarky comments. I don't like her.
That's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah,
How's that funny?
I don't know. Just never once thought she'd be so mean to you.
Really? Well, she was. She was.
I don't see why you let these things bother you. I mean, you have more important things to worry about, right? The Reaper, Squeaks, apparently Alice, which you didn't even tell me about that. You just recently told me about her. So why should I tell you about some of these things whenever you won't tell me anything either?
I do tell you things.
Hmm, sure you do.
And quite frankly, I think there's more that you're not telling me, actually.
Like what?
The Reaper, since you brought it up.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just know as much as you do. As much as Alice has told
Edith
me
said
from
that you knew
Squeaks.
more.
Well, she's a liar.
Really?
Yeah.
Does that mean you're one too?
Well, I guess I am in your book, so I don't think it matters how I answer.
But I quite frankly think that you're hiding more than what you're telling me. So do you think that you're better than me?
I never said I was better than you.
Answer. Quit dodging my questions.
Why do you think I do think that? Hmm?
Yes, now I'm finding out things that you're not telling me, even though that we've had long conversations about.
I know as much as you know. Alright?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I believe you.
You don't have to.
You're not a great liar.
Never was meant to
Sounds
be.
familiar. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else I'm gonna find out about? If I talk to a few people?
You can talk to whoever you want. I truly don't care. Because you just seem to go off and do whatever the hell you want, anyways.
I do. That's what I do. You also do that.
Yeah, but about my own things.
And I do my own things. So yeah, I do what I want.
You just all of a sudden decided to use Alice to your advantage.
I'm
You
not.
never once told me about that. And frankly, I don't appreciate it.
Well, I
I
don't
think that
appreciate you
she's
lying to
worth
me.
more than that. You can think what you want. I've reached a point where I don't care.
You don't care?
You just go off and do whatever's necessary. Because I don't think you'll tell me about it either way. So, just continue what you've been doing.
I was planning to tell you about that after the whole little party thing that you had going on.
Why not tell me now? I mean, you're the
Because
one
all
who
I
came
wanted,
here.
because the only thing that I wanted to ask you about was the invites. That was it. I didn't really feel like telling you about that today.
So what else are you here to ridicule me about?
Ridicule.
Yeah.
I'm not ridiculing you. I'm just. I just think that you're hiding things from me. I think you
And
know that
you
too.
don't need to know everything. Because if I do recall, I
Well,
do remember you saying that you don't care about Lilith.
yeah, I really don't.
Maybe that's why I don't tell you things.
Because of that? Is that the thing that's just
Maybe
holding you back from most things? Why you're not answering my questions at all? Just dodging them?
I don't dodge them.
You do.
Because
You're not giving me a straight answer.
you know that I know that you know. You already have an answer. Anytime you ask me stuff, you already know what I'm gonna say. You already know the truth. I don't even know why you ask me things. This feels like a game at this point.
Well, I'm not a mind reader.
Hmm. Well,
I
according to
don't
you,
do
you also
that.
do know a ton of stuff that I don't even know if I believe you about. Like my past.
Most of the things that I know about your past, you told me. You tell me those things.
But not all of them.
Yeah, not all of them, I can tell. Considering now, since Edith is telling me that, you're hiding more things from me, I'm starting to doubt you.
Edith is no concern to you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to believe her over me?
Don't you? You told me something about this. Correct me if I'm wrong. That you and the Skulkling sort of like have thoughts, like the same thoughts are mine, something like that. So, technically, you could
Edith's
be.
just trying to push your buttons, okay?
Really?
Yeah. You know how she is. Apparently, she's just too arrogant for her age.
Yeah, she is.
Apparently, just like how I was. But it's not like you know a lot about that. But you act like you do. That's what confuses me. You always want to talk about my past, but when the second I bring up yours, it's different.
It is
So all
different.
of a sudden, just being like, oh, stop talking.
Well, you told me.
But you get to say what you want.
Well, you told me what basically happened in your past. I haven't told you what happened with mine. Right? So, it
I
is
only
different.
know little things you've told me. And things I'm
Exactly.
able to assume.
Assume. Assuming. You assume.
I don't believe you gotta make such a big deal over this.
Well, I am gonna make a big deal over it because I think that you're lying to me about a few things and you're hiding things from me.
And if I was,
And if you were, then what's up with this whole alliance thing then, right? I don't want to have a liar on my side.
I don't tell you some things for a reason. And I would
For a
hope that you would
reason.
respect that.
For a reason.
You'd be fine not knowing about these things. I mean, I don't want them
Mm.
getting in the way of your big scary plan, right? That you
Are you
spend so
mocking
much
my
time
plans?
on.
No, are you mocking my plans?
No.
I think you are. I don't see you thinking halfway through once you actually do your actions, right?
It'll work out eventually.
It'll work out. That's gonna screw up on you.
Hasn't yet.
Yet. One day it'll crumble down into nothing.
And it sure crumbled down on you, didn't it?
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
So guillotine doesn't mean anything to you?
Don't bring that up.
Why?
You know why.
It was a shame.
You know what's also a shame?
What?
Getting pierced.
I lived through that, though. There's a difference. You died, I didn't.
Well, I'm back now! I'm
Yeah, because
here!
you failed the first time.
I did not fail.
Really?
I got my name out to the world, didn't I?
Not to the world.
Most of it.
Maybe to a few neighboring kingdoms. Maybe a little farther out than that. I highly doubt people even know who you are from back then. I'd be willing to bet you're not even in a single book.
I bet you I am.
And I'd love if you'd show me one.
I currently don't have any.
I'm sure you'll
But
find
I
one
do have an
eventually.
interview book.
Yeah, because that's an interview. And they mark those down.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like anyone really chose to write about you.
Did they choose to write
Maybe
about you?
someone that like hell if I'd know. I don't really even care. I have more important
You
things
don't
to be
care about a
worrying
lot of
about.
things, do you?
Apparently not, according to you.
Yeah, apparently. Because you don't show anything. You don't show anything at all.
Why do you always sit and fight with me?
I don't fight with you.
Then what are you doing right now?
I'm not continuing it. You started to bring
You
up other
are.
things. Like, for example, the guillotine. That was uncalled for. You still
And
decided to
everything you
bring it
said
up.
was uncalled for.
I just say what I think. It's not to
Then
be an
maybe I am
insult.
better. Because it feels like I have more self-restraint than you.
Really, with a temper like yours? I don't think so.
This is why I hate you.
Well, maybe I hate you too.
I'd love to know that we're finally able to agree on something.
Whatever. I'm not dealing with this with you.
No one said you ever
All
had
I
to
was
be
asking
here.
for. I wanted to ask you was just one simple thing.
And
And
I
it resulted
answered.
to this.
You're the one who started saying things.
Not as an insult.
Really? Because it's what it sounded like.
It wasn't an insult.
Mm.
Like I said, I'm not dealing with this with you. So have fun with whatever responsibilities that you have.
I'll
I'll
enjoy
be on
seeing
my
you at the
way.
ceremony.
Whatever.
He's a joke. God, what am I gonna do? Whatever. I'll figure it out.